overtime. Oh, gee, break.
There's more?
Dancing. I love that. Did you see Sandra like bust a move?
You did?
I did not bust a move.
Oh, you did. You broke that move.
No, there was
yes,
no
you
busting.
did. You
You
busted,
busting
broke
a move.
it. It was hot.
A little bit.
I liked it.
All right.
See?
Anyway, I was actually trying to like mouth OT baby while you said it.
She was making it happen.
But I was working it.
Did you
How's
guys
everybody
see
doing?
Rick Perry bust a move last night on Dancing with the Stars? I never watched that show, but I wanted to watch it.
How'd he do?
You know, he wasn't terrible.
He wasn't terrible.
And they scored him the lowest of the night.
Yeah, I was like, and he danced to God Bless Texas. I was like,
Yeah.
Bill Hemmer, would you ever do that?
Emma time.
Yes.
I'm thinking about
Emma
it.
time, wouldn't
I
you?
know you have some.
You would be
Cut
awesome.
it up.
You've got some
For a little-
credits there.
I think I got like 90 seconds, 2 minutes of a good routine.
What would your song be?
I don't know. Emma time.
Are you like one of those people, the first one up to dance at a wedding?
that's a yes.
Depending on what kind of mood I was in.
You made him blush,
But usually,
Sandra.
if that was the case, I was never leaving the floor.
That's
If you're
right.
up early, you get into it.
Look at
Depends
you.
on
So
whose
yeah, I'm
company
thinking
you're
about
in.
flying out to L.A. and we're going to do a whole Dance with the Stars.
You should.
And then I'm going to consult Geraldo and Tucker Carlson.
So I never
figure
knew
out
that
what I
Tucker
don't
did this
do.
until this morning. What did Tucker do?
He was horrible.
He was.
I
He
love
was. When
Tucker.
was this?
He's considered one of the worst ever in the history of the show. He is. And he was like, he didn't like dance. He like sat in a chair and his partner danced around him and like touched his
Well, he's
thigh.
one of
I
our
remember.
favorites.
Well, the next time I see TC, I'm going to have to tease him. Was he
what-
wearing a bow tie at the time?
It was very awkward. I just remember it was very
At
awkward.
what point in the rehearsals does your partner say, "Why don't you sit in that chair and I'll dance around you"?
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. All right,
Sit in a chair.
we're on Facebook Live right now, and we love you guys watching us. Tracy Fleming says, "Love Hammer."
Hammer time.
You see that? Yeah,
Yes.
so
Thank you.
great.
I
Go
love
to
to
jail.
give quick shout outs from Lori from Georgia, Christina from Louisiana, go Tigers,
Yay.
and who do we got?
Jose, West Palm Beach.
Timothy from Kansas,
Woo!
and Jose from West
Jayhawks.
Palm Beach. Anyway,
there you
I could
go.
go on and on, but thank you for letting us know where you are logging in from. We always appreciate that.
Jeremy Person, the Nevada deplorables here.
See?
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Wow.
So Hillary Clinton did find something to trend. It just wasn't in her favor, apparently.
I saw
Megan?
so many hashtag basket of deplorables. I'm deplorable from so many people I know over the weekend, hashtagging it when they were out. And I just think the problem is deplorable kind of sounds like a superhero squad. It sounds like Suicide Squad or something. Some level it sounds kind of cool too.
It
I
sounds
don't
like
know.
a Pixar movie.
Yeah, like the deplorables. I don't know. She made a big error, and this has gone past political people. And I think, don't you think this is a huge error on her part?
I do. As I stated earlier, it's a silver platter comment.
Yeah.
And if Trump's smart, he'll continue to drag people out and allow
Didn't
them
she say
to introduce themselves
Yeah.
from the family of deplorables.
Didn't she say it twice? She said it in Israeli TV, too.
Yes, there was a second
what?
time.
You know
I think
what
this was.
bothers me?
I think this thing on Friday was. I think it was scripted.
Yeah.
The fundraiser
Yeah.
in New York.
Yeah. You know, so the Israeli press are going, they're really upset over her interview on Israeli TV, saying, you know, not just calling her out on that, but in that same interview, they said, you know, you can't even name or call Islamic terrorism. They said, can you imagine Churchill or FDR, you know, saying we can't call Nazis because we're afraid Nazis are going to use it as a recruiting tool? I mean, the common sense of that comment, that coverage, it made sense to me. And you could call Americans deplorable, but you can't name Islamic terrorists.
Yeah, she went to
I don't
Islamic
get it.
extremism.
I don't get it.
Jay Wolf, Hammer has a great sense of humor.
Oh. Depends on the day.
Depends on the day. I was just joking.
True story.
So we've got President Obama, who is in Philadelphia today, and it'll be the first time that he will have stumped for Hillary Clinton out on the trail since what happened to her and her announcement of pneumonia on Sunday or Monday and then passing out and whatever had happened. It'll be interesting to see what he says about that.
It may be frustrating, too.
Yeah, I mean, this is a moment that Donald Trump wished her well. I mean, you know, everybody across the country, we don't want to see any of the candidates hurt or unhealthy. But it is part of the story. And I can't imagine that he would speak and not be asked about that.
I think that's why the timing of the deplorable remark is so damning. She's off the trail. He's not going to talk about her health, but he can talk about this. all day long.
Hey, Liz,
You
can
mean
I
Trump by saying
ask
that?
you about
Yeah.
a bit of breaking news? The Census Bureau just releasing a report that shows that U.S. household income grew 5.2% in 2015 last
Yeah, to
year.
what, 53,600?
Breaking a pattern of stagnation. Is this an
don't know if
important
it's
point in the recovery?
It's a good point. Wait, back up.
Household income.
I still think it's trending around 1997 levels. And they also have
56,000, just over 56,000.
Okay. I mean, if we had better economic growth, 4%, 5%, you would see that much higher. And
the glory days.
They also were saying the poverty rate was coming down.
Yes.
I mean, I don't trust the Census Bureau's poverty numbers, right? Because they don't include Medicaid, food stamps, all sorts of government assistance.
So just to show you how good Liz is with her numbers, the median is still the average is still 1.6% below 2007 levels. So we still have not seen a full recovery.
Yeah, and I mean, the people working below pre-2009, trending around 2000 levels, below that in the workforce. So that's what's still keeping that number down in terms of income.
Patrice P says, I'm an irredeemable, deplorable basket case. DJ ON says, campaigning while our military is being threatened by Iran. He's talking. So there's some blowback because I brought up the president being in Philly for Hillary Clinton.
You know what the deplorable comment too? Didn't President Obama call Americans lazy while he was in Laos?
He did. That was last week.
All the taxpayers who pay for his salary are lazy?
I work 6 days a week.
God.
Stop, Mr. President.
I'm just amazed that he called Americans. It's just.
By the way, it is like a Rubik's Cube with two dots missing when you're raising a family and working for X amount an hour that doesn't cover all of your bills, your expenses, doesn't even approach it. Somebody gets sick in your family. I mean, think about all of the struggle that goes on
Trump's
for
winning, though.
Working Americans today.
That statements like
Sounds
that, it's why
deaf.
Trump's winning, 100%. Because people think that liberals, especially Obama and Hillary, are so completely out of touch with reality that they think everybody working a regular job in a red state is deplorable and lazy.
I mean, President Obama, was he ever really had to work in the private sector? I mean, both Hillary Clinton and
an attorney,
the president, but they've been in government office for a very long time.
He had a job in New York in his early days.
That's living in a bubble in D.C. I think Megan's right. I think people out there are really upset and really angry for a reason.
I don't understand how you're so disconnected in D.C. or wherever that you start broadly judging all of America just simply because they don't share your political beliefs and your outlook on how the government should be run. So automatically, if you don't agree with Obama's policies, you're lazy and you're deplorable. And I'm telling you, it's why Trump is probably going to win. I
thought we used to talk about shoes on Overtime.
Sometimes we do. I mean, there's a lot of love for you on here. We started with love.
What about your shoes?
That's never enough for you. It's never enough for you.
You're a soft shoe, I hear. A good dancer.
We can talk about shoes. Sandra, you have anything you want to say about shoes? I like your shoes, Bill.
How's your golf game, Smitty?
Oh, it's been non-existent the past few months. Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me? But always amazing when I do have the time to play. No, I'm just joking. I always say you could put me on a golf course right now after I haven't played for months at this point. I mean, I played early in the summer a couple times, but I can hit 17 out of 18 fairways.
Wow.
Like I have a really steady drive, so I can look really good and play.
Amazing.
I can play along with you to a point where it's comfortable, but get me putting on the green I have no game.
Well, they say that,
a short game you have to work on every day.
Is it a
chipping, putting, but I can always step up with my
drive for show, shoot for dough?
Putt for dough.
Whatever. I don't even play golf, but I know.
You're good. You knew that.
But you know what? I love to golf shop.
I don't
My game never goes down.
So when people go skiing, you stay in the lodge?
With a hot toddy, hottie. All right, Joe Crosby says, Joe from Mississippi says, hey, hello from all my fellow deplorables, Joe Cowart. We have a lot of
every other comment's about a deplorable, I've noticed.
Jay Soroko's dying for us to mention the Patriots.
Yeah, all right, so do we want to talk about the Patriots? Yeah, okay.
It was a pretty good win.
Wait a minute. You had a lot of wins in your fantasy league.
I had 14. That's pretty good for week one. I think any team that wins in week one on the road is really, really good. Be happy with it.
What's the name of your team?
There's 1 point in time. I'm a Bengal fan.
Oh, my God.
Wait, so what is your fantasy team called?
No, I don't have it. I don't have a name. It's just
Hammer time.
It should be hammer time.
Can someone explain what this means? I just noticed at Sandra Smith Fox has the best laugh. Just a touch of evil.
Yes.
Terrific. Evil?
No, you don't.
That's so mean.
But I like it.
Maybe when I laugh.
Harris, you want to share that photo
Only
with
when she
your
laughs at my jokes.
All right, we gotta
does she
go.
sound
Your
evil?
overtime crew?
What is
Bye-bye.
this?
It's
Okay,
one
we
of
have to
my
leave. I'm
favorites.
looking at Bill's phone. Bye. Thanks for being here.